Once again. Yeah. You are the worst mom ever. I just hate you. I don't want to talk to you. These are the famous words by yours truly in a fit of rage and anger to my mom. Good morning, my dear Toastmasters. I used to talk like this when I used to get angry, and my mom used to laugh at it and tell me, I hope someday you have kids just like you, and then you will realize. Well, now karma has caught up, and my children behave the same way. My mom is sitting in the ring side as an audience and enjoying it. Raise your hand, my dear Toastmasters, if you are enjoying the summer vacation, or if you all had a good holiday, and or did you enjoy the sauna? Yes, I was here only. I didn't go out anywhere. Do you see my clear complexion? It's all because of the sweating. Whenever I went out for a walk, I used to feel as though I was stepping out of the house and stepping inside a sauna. Well, but now it's back to school. And the first essay my English teacher used to tell us right from class 1 till class 10 was how did I spend my summer vacation? And all the 10 years, my essay used to be the same because my summer vacations were always the same. What did I do in the summer vacation? Always used to visit my cousins. And nowadays, if the teacher asks, children, what did you do in the summer vacation? The students will tell, ma'am, you have seen all my photos and videos on Instagram. I don't have to tell it to you. But back in the day, before the year 2000, which is also known as the age of the dinosaurs, there was no internet, no mobile, no Google, no social media. Our full generation was grounded for life. My parents thought that if I see cable TV, I'll stop studying. I had to study even during the vacation. Practice maths was the mantra given to me. My mom was a teacher, so I had to study regularly. Otherwise, she used to give me the big motivational sentence. You will get one nicely, okay? I'm sure you all also have heard this sentence, which is a very, very big motivator for us to study. But my worst nightmares were not any subject, but Sundays. Why? Because my father would say, Viji, come get your maths textbook. I would unwillingly give it to him, and he would seriously go through it and randomly ask me a question. Okay, so now tell me, what is the area of this trapezium garden? And how much will it cost for the gardener to put a fence around it? I used to be sweating profusely, and I used to tell, this lesson is not yet taught in school. It is because of this attitude of yours that you are getting 24 out of 25 in maths. Why can't you practice? Are you waiting for your teacher to start teaching? Can't you learn and go to the school before it's taught? Well, but it has also happened so many times that I would be studying for a long time, and after studying, I would just get bored and pick up one nice Archie comic and start reading it. And then at that very moment, my parents would enter the room and ask me, what are you doing? Oh, so this is your textbook, huh? This is the new curriculum for your exam. This is how you study, right? Well, my smile would vanish and I would feel like, why am I not vanishing into the thin air? You have got everything on a silver platter. Why can't you study properly? We had to walk 10 kilometers just to reach the school every day. If this is your attitude, you're just going to be a janitor one day. Mark my words. Well, so when 14-year-old girls used to sit and see Baywatch on cable TV and dream about or try lipstick, I used to be looking at my maths textbook and daydreaming about rational and irrational numbers. How many of you had a good time at school and enjoyed your school life? Make some noise. Woo! Yes, I too had a good time in school, but only one subject always gave me the creeps and tough time: maths. In primary school, math starts as fun with numbers. It's such an innocent subject. You enjoy the numbers, and then as you go ahead, you have age problems. Find X, find Y. I used to love those problems. I used to feel I'm a detective and I used to solve it much before others. And my mind was like, ha, I got you X before anyone else. But then came problems like, how many hours of work will 16 people do? Like, why should I bother if 16 people take how many hours or work how much? They can sit and gossip. One may fall ill, one may take a holiday. But no, we did have those problems. If 3 people dig 7 wells of 15 meters in 4 days, then how many wells will 16 people dig in 7 hours? Gosh, I couldn't find the connection. Why don't they just go and ask those people? But then, of course, we also had probability, derivatives, integration, which are like a mosquito, small in the textbooks, but their bite is as lethal as getting dengue, malaria, chikungunya. It all started with Lalita Iyer entering our class one day. She entered the class and told us, children, I'm having a bag which is having balls. I have 2 red balls, 5 yellow balls, and 3 green balls. What is the probability that I will get a red ball when I put my hand inside the bag? I told the teacher, please put all the balls on the table. Pick up whichever color you like. But teacher told, no, this is probability. I will teach you how to calculate your chances of getting that red ball out of the bag and much more. Slowly, some numbers started coming together as if they are friends in arithmetic progressions, geometric progressions, and I got lost in that tsunami. I didn't know where this is going to end. I felt as though I was running to stand in the same place. At high school, we used to have 2 maths period after recess, and Lalita Iyer was Hitler in person. So one day, when I had not done my homework and also had forgotten my textbook, I thought the best way was to go to the principal's room and tell, I'm having stomachache, ma'am. Please, I want to go home. As I went to the principal man's room, I was waiting anxiously. I could see a curtain in front of the door. As I saw principal man, he was talking to some teachers, but I had to enter and ask her, So I opened the door a little bit and asked, ma'am. Principal ma'am told, come in. Whom do I see there? Lalita Iyer. She asks me, why have you come here? I'm having your next period now. Go to class. I just told, yes, ma'am. I came here by mistake and I ran away. She shouted, don't loiter around the school, okay? Just go to your class. Well, that day I felt as though I had become a maths textbook full of problems. I got scolded by the teacher for not writing unit in the answers. Like if teacher used to ask, what is the answer? I used to tell 5. 5 what? 5 stones, 5 birds. You have to write kilograms or liters as per the problem. Lalita Iyer was a stickler for the rules of maths. When are you going to pay attention to all these details? Well, she was also a botanist. You know why? She had one favorite tree, geometry. If anyone did not draw a straight line, she used to get so irritated that she used to throw the duster and the duster will come flying and we would be bending like this. Because of this, so many children in our class were good at dancing, or PE. I used to love fiction reading a lot. And I read a poem recently for today's children. I'm going to recite it to you. Chatting, chatting. Yes, Papa. Girlfriend setting. No, Papa. Telling lies. No, Papa. Show me your chat. Ha ha ha. Nice, no? I'll tell you one more poem which I myself wrote, inspired by this poem. Jack and Jill went up the hill with friends to sit and chat. But they took pictures with so many filters and uploaded it on Snapchat. I hope you like these poems because these are modern nursery rhymes and all children will be able to correlate to it. This is how the new children are. They are all accustomed to the mobile and internet. But my dear Toastmasters, I come from a very, very typical middle class family. I used to feel arrived when I used to take AC bus to go to office. Because I used to feel that taking an AC taxi was for the Tatas and Ambanis. Even in my thoughts, I never thought that they could own those AC car fleets. I used to think they'll take the AC taxi, I have to take the AC bus. And you can easily find out whether a person is what class or what type of education he has had just with one small test. If any person calls this a tomato, oh, he's a vernacular. If a person calls it tomato, he is definitely a middle class. And if you want some rich person, then they will tell tomato. Well, I am the tomato gang, But now I'll tell you a litmus test with which you can find out and prove to yourself whether you belong to the typical middle class. Okay? 1. If you have unwanted printouts in your table drawer, but don't feel like throwing it away because you feel you can use the blank side for writing things, then you are a middle class. Point number 2, if you open the refrigerator and see a half-cut used lemon, then you are a middle class. Sometimes even the lemon will tell you, throw me into the dustbin, you used me enough. But we tend to keep it in the fridge. And final litmus test. If you think that by walking and climbing up and down the stairs, you will reduce your weight. So why join a gym or studio? Then you definitely are. I rest my case. But why am I telling you all this? Because I tick mark all the three above. I satisfy all the tests. What about you? Dear Toastmasters, raise your hand if you love visiting the two big temples of social media, Facebook and Instagram. Yes, I love visiting it every day. And you can see number of health advisors, fitness advisors, and influencers who tell us how to lose your weight by dancing, doing healthy diets, power juices, yoga. And yes, yoga is not the traditional old yoga anymore. It is power yoga, hot yoga, and the latest, goat yoga. Do you know? Goat yogas are where baby goats are made to walk on you because you will lose weight. I'm sure this has been devised by someone like me because the baby goat has to walk. You just have to lie down. And because of the walking, you will lose weight. I'm sure the baby goat also loses weight. But anyway, who is worried about it? The goat is not paying for the weight loss, no. You are paying for it. But nowadays, looking slim is very, very important. In fact, amongst ladies, you get showered with compliments and praises for losing your weight more than getting your master's degree also. In fact, losing weight is directly proportional to your charisma. The more weight you lose, the more charismatic you are. People suddenly want to make friends with you and ask you, how did you lose your weight? Tell us some few tips. But if you lose minimum 2 kilos, suddenly you feel the Madhuri Dixit coming out from inside you. You want to suddenly, you feel as though you have arrived in life. But what to do? I was always born round and chubby, like a teddy bear, made by God only for cuddling. I have never done any exercising and workouts. So when my son looked at Jennifer Aniston's photo and critically looked at me and told me, Mommy, see how she's looking. Well, first, let me tell you one very important thing here, my dear Toastmasters. If your son is noticing how you dress up, if your son is seeing whether you have applied your hair color properly, if your son sees whether you have worn your matching lipstick properly, then it's time to know that your son is a young adult. He is not a baby anymore running around you, okay? So, as I was telling you, my son looked at Jennifer Aniston's photo and then looked at me and told me, do you know she is elder to you? Well, I have 2 children. I've been married for a long time. But no, all that fell on deaf ears. And all I got was a disapproving nod. I got possessed that day. I started dieting, having health juices. Do you know? I started eating food that is meant for goats, cows, and camels. Goat food, oats, cow food, quinoa, and camel food, avocados. The way I was eating them, I'm sure the goats, cows, and camels would have had a discussion. Man, she's eating too much, man. I don't know whether she's going to leave any avocados for us camels. The goat would have told, she is too much. She just wants to eat and lose her weight. I don't know where, from which angle she's going to lose that. Let us go and eat all the burger, pizza, and pork only. Let her eat the quinoa and avocados and oats. But I continued eating sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, everything. And I lost 2 kilos. And I told, I am confident now. And entered last night into our room and did ouch by wearing my favorite dress and the bold lipstick. My husband heard the ouch. He didn't hear the dhak dhak karne laga in my mind. And he thought that I'm having a backache. So he told me, go and sleep. Well, I don't know how the 2 kilos couldn't be seen anywhere. I'm still searching where I lost it. But I'm now trying to become a vegan because after all, that's the latest trend. And I've started eating fruits instead of ice cream and almond milk instead of milk. But I hope I don't get the shape of an almond. After all, karma catches up, no? Take care. Bye. See you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay,